Hey guys, Road Warrior here. I just recently won 100 bait coins on another perch competition. I was kind of walk you through the run real quick, kind of just to demonstrate what I've done. I've done this before in the past. This competition here was actually a little different. There was a good field in it as well. Instead of going just for trophies and uniques, it's total weight. I didn't realize that going in until I entered into it. I didn't look at all the rules again. Imagine that. But nonetheless, I'm able to put together a winning run here and just kind of talk you through what I'm doing. I'm really well experienced in perch, as most of you guys know. But anybody that's watching the video that needed perch tips, that kind of thing, I am. I do have my Texas rig trimmed down. Texas rig, Carolina rig, they're all good. But just strategy-wise, again, paying attention to that barometer up there. If it shows that bulb in the lower left there, in that midwater range, or that's basically where they're going to be there, just at the bottom of the midwater or right on the bottom itself. So kind of focus your attention there. It does hold true for the most part. Not saying you can't get a perch, the upper midwater, that sort of thing, but just if you're looking for the area where they're most populated, or where you're more likely to get a bite, in my opinion, it does really help you target in where they're at. And as far as the hook sizes, my strategy was to go through here and try to get trophies and uniques and then backtrack, downsize my hooks. Oddly enough, you'll notice as I go through here, I'm not getting any of my trophies. I'm getting, some decent commons here on the side and that sort of thing, but I'm not picking up the actual trophy as I go. So food for thought on that is, one good strategy as well is you got to be able to know what you got out and where. In other words, that way you know what's available. So in this particular run for me was very odd, because normally, you'll find that you'll get a trophy sometimes first and then you'll get the unique behind it. The exact opposite happened there as I go from spot to spot here on spot 4 up at the waterfall. And I ended up picking up all 4 of my uniques fairly quick. Again, I think that was 20 minutes or less, 45 minutes I think this thing was. So yeah, 20 minutes, right around that mark, I was able to get all 4 unique. So once that I've done that, I know I'm going to have to backtrack weight-wise. I could have just set one spot, but those trophies can get anywhere from, I want to say, 179 all the way up to 285-ish. So you can get some decent-sized trophies. I didn't want to go down too small of a hook just yet, but I didn't want to miss any fish as well. Every fish in this situation counts. So strategy-wise, you guys got to be thinking about that, even though, it's only a custom thing. But first place is 100 bait coins, second's 50 bait coins, and third is 20 bait coins. So that's definitely a decent amount of bait coins. As you know, in the game, as you progress, you're going to need marker buoys, that sort of thing. So it's always a good idea to come in and try these out. Again, you're just looking to get experience. Kind of knowledge, if you've already have similar knowledge, but you want to get the experience where you're actually in it with a group of people that are really good at fishing. And there was a lot of good perch fishermen in this, especially the Rapala team there. I know there's several guys from the RFF playing in this as well. Those guys are definitely veterans of the game, but the Rapala team in general are always playing in these things. They're very good perch fishermen, so those guys are really tough to keep up with. And I know a lot of the people that know me know that I'm really good with shark and perch for sure. So I know I got a target on my back, so to speak. So these guys probably seen me up there, and they're definitely wanting to compete. They gave me one really good race in this. Again, just kind of backtracking here, as you can see, looking there. I went back down to a 9-0. Right now, I'm just gathering all my trophies, as you can kind of watch through. Strategy-wise, what I'm doing is ultimately working my way back to the waterfall itself, wanting to get these trophies out of here. Once I've known that that's my 4th trophy, I do have 1 remaining. Again, just from experience, you want to kind of keep track of these things. Going back here again, also guys, that if you've never really fished for these perch and you're just watching this video by coincidence or whatever, you do want to walk these back all the way to the boat. As you can see here, that thing bit around 40 foot, but I've actually had these things bite 25, 30 foot away from the boat. So especially if you get a little a hit, or even a bigger hit, and the perch is missing, that usually means it's following it, guys. So make sure you do walk that back to the boat. Here I'm just looking to get the few remaining fish that I can. Again, just sticking with the 9-0. Hook wise, it's kind of entirely up to you. Again, it's just kind of depending how it's going. Now, if you started with a 10 for whatever reason, and all you're getting is commons and maybe a couple trophies, If you're using that strategy, obviously towards the end, then you'd want to use, 12.0 to 14.0 if you're specifically trying to get the uniques out. I hope this does help you guys out. Again, strongly encourage you to take place in some of these competitions. Oddly enough, the competition I played after this was for labio. I did not do well, got my butt kicked in that, but that's fishing, boys. But in this one, we were victorious. Take care. I hope this helps.